everybody. Happy hump day. I bet you guys are dragging this week after that nice long holiday, right? Grab your cup. Do you have your coffee? Everybody ready to go? Ready to rock and roll? We got to get back to work, so let's do this. Good morning, Kim. Hello. Nice to see you. Everybody's coming in. Good morning, Ivana. Hi, honey. So everybody's piling in. Let's do this. We got this. So good morning, everybody. Here we are. We're in the first week of the new year. So we're going to kind of focus on how to get you started, how to kick off this 2018. Good morning, Tina. Hi, Brooklyn. Hi, Joanne. Hi, everybody. I love seeing everybody. Good morning, Tiffany. Hi, Isabel. Everybody's got their coffee. Hi, Laura. Hello. All right. So today we're going to talk about I am. And that's the beginning of the sentence. And how you finish it is up to you. Okay? Because think of what words you're saying. What are you putting out there? I am tired. I am bored. I am unhappy. Are those the things that you're telling yourself? Is that how you're finishing your sentence, right? Good morning, Stephen. I can tell it's no more motorcycle riding because you're here. But we have an opportunity to change the end of that sentence. We have an opportunity to finish how we're going to represent ourselves. What are we going to tell the universe, right? I am successful. I am confident. I am beautiful. I am happy. I am fulfilled, right? I am lucky. I am glorious, whatever it is. So when you're using your language, when you're thinking of what to say, pause a second. Say what you want to put out, not what you're feeling necessarily, right? Because sometimes we can be negative Nellies. It's not been a good 7 days. See, Deanna, there you go. Right? It's I've lost 3 G's. That's not good. I'm sorry about that. Good morning, Tracy. But, in the beginning of the year, this sets the tone for the whole year. How you're going to enter this year. How are you going to look at it? What is going to be your perception? How are you going to tackle this year? How are you going to embrace this year? You have such an open, clean slate right now. Last year no longer matters. Deanna, I'm so sorry to hear, honey, but they all got to graduate, right? They all. Oh, hi, Kara. Oh, you listen to me on Podbean. Oh, very cool. Thank you. Kara, I have the YouTube too. So if you go on the YouTube, you can see all the videos. Like, that's really good binge watching. With lots of wine. Drink lots of wine to get through them. So here's the thing is, what we want to focus on today is how can we embrace 2018? How can we look up and put it out there of how this is going to be a different year for us? How are you going to change what wasn't working? How are you going to embrace what is working? And there's always an opportunity for us to get better. That's what this is about, right? Good morning, Tracy. Thank you, Kara. That's what this is about. It's about us having an opportunity to improve ourselves as people, humans, souls, spirit, right? In order to better, the more we can better ourselves, the more we raise vibration around us. So if you go out there and you're sitting there using negative Nelly words and you're using negative connotations and negative beliefs, that is exactly what you're going to manifest. Exactly. I guarantee it. 100%. If you say, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to fail, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. Now, you can go into it and say, oh, good God, I don't know how this is going to end, but I'm going for it. That's okay. That's all right. We don't have to have all the answers. It's just about the attitude and what are you saying I am, and knowing that you are strong enough, powerful enough, smart enough, bright enough, talented enough, gifted enough, whatever it is, you are enough. So when you work on your sentences, finish them with positivity. I am, and then use your positive word right there. I am powerful, right? I am all-knowing. It's how it goes, right? So look at what you're doing. So when you reflect on 2017, which we're kind of doing, right? Looking at 17, what are we going to bring in with 18? Look at what language were you saying to yourself. Look at when you hit a bump, how did you react to it? Because a lot of people go in all rah, 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 right? They go into a new year, rah, 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 yeah, I got it. And then they hit a bump, and then that bump sets them, tailspins them so far out that they then create the remainder of the year to not be a good one. The remainder of the time not to be good because they're so spun out. Here's the deal. This is life. I'm telling you, you're gonna have bumps. You're gonna wanna do something so great, and you're gonna put it out there. You're gonna put yourself out there, and you know what? It's not gonna work. It's gonna fail, and it's gonna suck. But how you react to that, how you react to that situation, that experience, that is what's going to make the difference. You know, do you then say, oh, forget every time I try? No, not every time I try. No, you tried once. And even if you tried 2, 3, or 4 times, that's okay. It's about working it out. And it's about working it out with changing your perception and the words that you're using with yourself. Okay? I am savvy. I am resourceful. I am creative. Right? We're all gifted, every single one of us. Every single one of us has something to offer. We have our love, we have our kindness, we have our gifts, we have everything to offer someone, okay? You just got to believe that you do, all right? You got to believe in yourself. So don't kick yourself in the butt. Don't beat yourself up. I know I have another Coffee with Colby that talks about that. But I want you to really work on I am and how you're going to finish that sentence. How are you going to change the language you're using this year to manifest and create the life you want? Because you can do it. I promise. I promise. And there are going to be times when you feel discouraged. I get discouraged. You see some of my posts. I get discouraged. We all do. We're allowed to get discouraged. We're human. You're not supposed to not have a human experience. You're not supposed to not feel jealousy at some time, or disappointment at some time, or complete joy at other times. Oh, thank you, Marta. Thank you. You know, it's okay. I'm telling you, it's okay. But the learning, the self-development, the growth comes from how do you react? What do you learn and grow from it? And what do you share from it? You know, do you get so disheartened that you say, I am unlovable? No, you got to say, I'm lovable. I'm lovable. And I'm not going to stop loving because I've been disappointed 2 or 3 times or whatever it is. You got to have a dozen times. It doesn't really matter, okay? Because each person that you went into their life, you created something. You made a change. They made a change in you. And that's really what this is about. So when you go through your language, catch yourself. Ask friends to help you. Ask family. Ask friends. This is your homework today, all right? Ask friends and family when you say something, if it's a negative thing that you're adding on to that, tell them to call you out on it, just so that you can become aware, because we get so used to the language that we're using with ourselves that we forget to be aware. And sometimes it's just subconscious what we're using. So pay attention to what you're saying. How are you referring to yourself? And just know that you're so capable of anything you want to call in. Now, I want to finish 2 things with this really kind of cool story. I think it's really cool. One of my students had this crazy experience on New Year's. he was jogging and then was asked to go to a church, kind of like from Spirit. Spirit said, oh, you know, it's like, yeah, I'll have a little angel time and sit on a bench. And he goes to this bench, and there's this elderly man, and he grumbles a few words, and definitely not a big exchange there. And the church bell rings, and the man says, do not ask for whom the bell tolls. And my friend was like, time to go. So he walked away, and about 30 seconds later, he hears a gunshot. And this gentleman had, you know, taken his life. So obviously, my friend and student had really been taken aback by this experience. Like, oh my goodness. And so he reached out to me, and I'm actually very, very, very grateful he did. I thought made me feel really good that he felt like, hey, I got to ask Colby about this. And it was so interesting because I'm talking to him and saying, and I said, you know, I says, I really feel that his wife passed away, and I feel like you were sent there by his wife. So, because she knew this was going to happen, and she wanted to make sure that somebody was holding the space for him in the physical realm prior to the passing. Almost to kind of hand him over to her, right? Be that medium, be that middle person. And I said, I really feel like you were there, but you weren't there to experience or see the tragedy, which is why your team said your job is done and to walk away. And he says, well, I'll see what I can find out. And he later emailed me, and sure enough, this gentleman had lost his wife just a couple weeks ago. She had Alzheimer's, and he had taken care of her. And so that was right. I mean, it showed that Spirit was using me to give him the answers, and Spirit was using him to create peace for that transition, to hold this space. So we can all be earth angels. We can all do a service, and we can all contribute in any way that we can. So I'm sharing that story because it's a beautiful tragedy in so many ways, but just such a clear example of how Spirit chooses to work with us, all right? And that when we surrender, we can truly be servants for the highest good, all right? So I thought it was an interesting experience for all of us. And tomorrow night, this is going to be great. Don't miss this. Live with Colby Rebel, 5 p.m. I have Jules Davis on. Now, this girl's fantastic. She's a psychic medium, but she's also a Reiki master crystal healer. So this is going to be really, really cool. We're going to talk about energy. We're going to talk about healing. We're going to talk about ways that you can heal yourself, heal your life, use crystal healing, use Reiki healing in your own life, and how it works and how powerful it is. And we're going to take some callers, so you got to make sure you dial in, okay? So there you go. I will leave that with you. Beautiful hump day here. All right. Thank you, everybody. Much love to you. All righty. And I'm wishing you an amazing day. Exactly, Jerry. Good. Love you guys. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.